Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy Rob Thomas Jr. This is the real news behind the news. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna actually wait a little bit. Y'all know, y'all know that normally we just go jump right off into it. We don't care if nobody's looking. Hey, what's up, brother Anthony? How you doing, man? Hey, brother Anthony, we finna try to get this channel up and popping. We're gonna be doing these videos every day, Tuesday to Friday. And once we get our my viewers back up, man, I want you to be our first moderator, man, to help us uh, take this show to another level. I believe we're gonna start getting some. We finna start. It's gonna be good things happening. But I want to talk. Since we got 3 people here, hopefully y'all share this video, hit the like button, the thumbs up button, and start sharing this video. And I want you all to comment on this video as much as you possibly can. Yes, sir, brother. What's good? Real new. What's good? Everything good, pretty much. You know, here, like I say, we finna try to go ahead and start going hard in the paint. You know, of course, finances wouldn't allow us to do a lot of things because I had to spend a lot of time doing other things. But we finna make this show here a household name, hopefully. But we're gonna talk about Black Lives Matter for a brief moment, and I want to ask you all a question. Do y'all really think that Black Lives Matter to black people? Why is it that black people are so caught up in the quote-unquote organization Black Lives Matter when they really don't have a clue what that organization is about? But how can you say Black Lives Matter only when it pertains to black people being killed by the police, when you really look at what's going on across the country? Just take, for instance, Chicago. I call it Chicago. No offense to you all that's living in Chicago, but I'm pretty much sure that all of you all in Chicago are tired of all that violence that's going on up there in Chicago. And guess what? It ain't white folks killing Negroes in Chicago. It ain't so much the police killing Negroes in Chicago. It's Negroes killing Negroes. How many of you all believe that if we as black people do like other ethnic groups or other nationalities and control and patrol their own neighborhoods, meaning they go out their way to form citizens patrols to help alleviate the crime? How many of y'all believe that if we control and take care of our own neighborhoods, stop all this goddamn killing that we're doing amongst ourselves, there will be no need for the police to be interacting with us the way that they do in our neighborhoods? How many of y'all truly believe that? Do y'all believe that the police coming to your neighborhood deliberately every day, hunting black people down, you know what I'm saying, chasing them down just to kill somebody to make them feel good? No. The police only come to your neighborhood after somebody has been shot. Now, tragically, here in Freeport, just yesterday, on the 4th of July, we had a 22-year-old to murder a 19-year-old. You know, also here in Freeport, now, I'm going to admit, Freeport, quiet as kept. The black people here in Freeport, I'm not going to say all of them, but the majority of the black people here in Freeport get their marching orders, are told how to feel and what to think by the mainstream media. Whereas when Brother George Floyd up there in Minneapolis was tragically murdered by the police, all the people here in Freeport were going head first, hard in the paint, talking about justice for George Floyd and all that, but they failed to realize that just here in Freeport in the month of April, the Freeport Police Department killed 2 black men. The Police Department here in Freeport has killed 7 black men now in just the last 2 years. But hey, brother, hey, there, Sister Kimberly, how you doing, brother Anthony? Dallas Cowboys, how y'all doing? But again, the Freeport Police Department, yeah, in the last 2.5 years have killed 7 to 8 black men. But how many Negroes have killed other Negroes in Freeport since then? Now, I know a lot of y'all going to say, well, when the police kill a black man, they don't go to jail. Well, guess what? In Freeport, when niggas kill niggas, they don't go to jail. Think about this. 8 out of 10 murders here in Freeport go unsolved. So the Negroes who are killing other Negroes do not go to jail. in most cases, because the people in the neighborhood are scared to tell on these people. Notice this. Why are people scared to tell on the killers and the child molesters? Or, you know, in particular, the killers. Everybody talking about snitches get stitches. Negroes are scared to tell on these killers, but let Tyrone break in their house and steal their lawnmower or their TV. They'll call the police on Tyrone. Why you won't call the police on these murderers? So you cannot expect the police to stop killing us when what you have is a bunch of mentally ill cops. Because I'm gonna break it down for you. What happens? First and foremost, in order to want to be a police officer in today's society, you got to be sick in your head. Because who would want all this unnecessary drama? You see what I'm saying? Now what happens is when your police departments are doing their interviews, you go through a physical interview, you go through 2 or 3 types of interviews, and the last interview you do is a verbal sit-down interview. Good evening, AH, how you doing? We're talking about Black Lives Matter for a moment, and what we're trying to get an understanding is, do you all believe that Black lives really matter to black people, especially when you see the way black people are killing each other? Now, you got a lot of people that say there's no such thing as black on black crime, and they're trying to use the fact that, you know, it's basically etymology with them, a play up on words. Because they say white people kill white people, Mexican kill Mexican, Chinese kill Chinese, and we understand that. But you cannot sit up here and say that there's no such thing as black on black crime when all we see is black people in our neighborhood is other Negroes killing Negroes. Let me ask you a question. Who do you all think you're most likely to get murdered by if you walked outside your house right now and stood on your front porch? The police or another Negro? I mean, this just real stuff, real questions we have to ask and answer. Now, I want to go back to what I was saying about the police. What they're doing is basically a lot of your police are coming back from these wars, these foreign wars in the military. They're doing terms and stints in the military, and they're coming back from overseas where they have been allowed to go over there and commit war crimes by killing all these innocent people in the name of American corporations. Because don't think that our military is over in Afghanistan to bring democracy to Afghanistan when there's no way you can say that shit, because we don't even have democracy here. Let me see. Good evening. I enjoyed your commentary on Mr. Scott's channel the other night. I wanted to hear more on this subject. Well, we just thank you for that. And if y'all didn't see that interview that I did with my brother Alfonso Scott, I'll put a link to that video in the description section of this video. But that's what we're talking about now, black on black crime, you know, and how your police officers are coming back from these wars where they killed all these people. Psychologically, they fucked in the head because now they have no conscience. They have no sense of remorse. And these are the same cops that they're putting into our neighborhoods. The same neighborhoods that look like shit that's over there in Afghanistan, man. Our neighborhoods look like war zones from overseas, man. With all this killing we got going on. You should make more videos here on YouTube. Yes, ma'am. I was just telling my people, my subscribers, that starting this week, we're going to be doing a video once a day. You know, an hour-long video from starting on Tuesdays up until Fridays, so that we can get the amount of viewing time that we needed so we can start getting our channel monetized. Once we get our channel monetized, we will be able to do a whole lot more better interviews, bring out, even bring in guests, you know, have you all's, comments being moderated in real time. So, you know, we looking to upgrade the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Are you, was that better than today? Better today than yesterday? Are you a subscriber to Brother Alfonso's channel? You got to realize Alfonso the one who had helped me to get started into this citizen journalism or citizen news reporting. That brother is a good brother. Now, over the years, he and I have had quite a few falling outs. Y'all, excuse me, I don't know what the fuck was that. Oh, that's some pecan. Okay, yeah. Well, I thank you for coming over and subscribing to our channel. And I was just, you know, as you hear, I was explaining how Alfonso and I, what, about 6-7 years ago, Alfonso Scott came came to me and told me that I would be good at something like this. And again, over the years, he and I have had a couple of falling outs, but when it comes down to it, I trust him and he trusts me. So I really thank Alfonso Scott. He's a good man. He's taught me a lot and I taught him a lot, but the whole thing is we work together on situations like this because we have to really get our people to understand Black lives matter. Black lives don't really matter to black people unless a white person shoots one of us. I mean, you stop and think about it, man. You got all this marching and shit in all these streets, all these cities, in streets around this whole country, in all these cities. But nobody's marching up and down their own neighborhoods trying to stop that bullshit that's going on where black people killing each other. Again, the police only come to your neighborhood, man, after somebody done got shot. Police don't come in your neighborhood, on a day-to-day basis just to hang out or just to kill black people. Black people got to realize the only reason why we're seeing these police in our neighborhood is because we're killing each other at an alarming rate. And you asking these scary-ass, mentally ill cops, half of them on steroids, half of them on other drugs, half of them on antidepressants. So they already got a violent nature, trigger-happy, itchy trigger fingers. They done seen all this killing overseas, and you asking these mentally ill cops to come into our neighborhood that look like shit in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. You asking them to come in here into our neighborhoods and treat you with kid gloves when they know you got 17-year-old boys running around here with big assault rifles and pistols who are willing to shoot each other down. Do you think these scary ass cops are going to come in here and show you any mercy? And again, you all are sitting up here saying, well, people distrust the police, and I understand that, that there's a lot of distrust in the police department and between the police department and the black community, and people are reluctant to call the police to report the murder, the OGs from the hood. Exactly, that's why I try to do as an OG in the neighborhood. Well, these youngsters really, I give God the glory, but these youngsters look up to me. So I'm trying to show them a better way, and I speak the truth to them. And I don't sugarcoat nothing with them. I tell them, as long as you run around here with a pistol and you're involved in criminal activity, you are more likely to be engaged by the police. But if you're not involved in criminal activity, there's a good chance that you'll never have any type of interaction with the police. Now, on the other hand, you don't have to be involved in criminal activity to get caught up with one of these dumbass Negroes around here that's running around here with an AK-47, shooting indiscriminately at the cat up the street, and your grandmama gets shot in the head sitting out on her porch. Or your little 2-year-old or 1-year-old baby laying in her crib takes a bullet that this dude was trying to shoot at somebody else. So you can't blame shit like that on the police. And again, these police, man, are coming into our neighborhoods that's already fucked up. Now, let me go back to this. You'll sit here and say, I don't trust the police. If I know somebody kill somebody, I'd be too scared to call the police. But yet and still, if Tyrone, again, breaks into your house and steals your big screen TV, you ain't scared to call the police on Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? You ain't scared to call the police on somebody who steals your rims, are you? So why are you scared to call the police on these criminals? And I try to tell this to all my boys, because everybody know me, I hang out in the streets a lot. I'm not involved in the criminal activity anymore, but I mean, the dope boys, if you got anybody on here that's dope boys, you don't have to raise your hand. Dope boys in the neighborhood got more vested interest in stopping a lot of this killing that's going on, because first of all, can't nobody make no money in the hood with all this heat. With all this killing that's going on in the neighborhood, the dope boys can't make no money. You see what I'm saying? So if anybody got a vested interest in stopping all this criminality, it's the dope boys. Now let me say this, and I'm gonna get ready to end this video. We cannot blame all this killing and shit on white supremacy. What does white supremacy have to do when a Negro get mad at his girl because she screwed somebody else, and he goes and either shoot her or shoot the Negro that she's screwing? What does white supremacy have to do if some Negro cuts a nigga off in the line at the car wash and jumps in front of him and these two Negroes get out and get the shooting and somebody get killed. White supremacy ain't got shit to do with that. What does white supremacy have to do with two Negroes fighting it out in the club and one stabbed and killed another because he simply stepped on his shoes? White supremacy ain't got shit to do with it. I'm willing to go as far as say 97% of the murders in the black community ain't got shit to do with white supremacy. 97% of the murders in our neighborhood got something to do with pussy, dope, or just crazy shit. Now, keep in mind, mental illness is a big factor in our community. Whereas we as black people, a lot of us don't even go to the doctors to get diagnosed. We just medicate ourselves with drugs and alcohol. But you got a lot of mentally ill people running around here thinking that they gangsters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the problem that we have to deal with in our community is, believe it or not, the music that we and our children listen to. First of all, I'm going to be real. If you're a parent and your 8-year-old child, your 8-year-old daughter can quote all the lyrics to Cardi B's music but can't do her 9 turntables, you are raising a future stripper and you're a part of the problem. If your 8-year-old son can fucking sing every lyric to a Lil Boosie song, but can't even fucking read a paragraph, you know what I'm saying, without studying over the words, you know, a simple paragraph, and can't comprehend that paragraph, you're raising a future criminal. Think about this. A lot of the music that our children listen to is affecting them, because guess what? It's affecting us as adults. Half of us adults are the problem, especially this generation of 30-year-old grandmothers. And when I say that, when I say 30-year-old grandmothers, that means this woman just had a baby when she was 13. Now that she's 26, 27, her 13-year-old baby is having babies. And then you wondering why you got a generation that's out here, man, with no parental guidance. Because you got a bunch of 30-year-old grandmothers who never grew up themselves, and now they're hanging out with their daughters in the club. They dressing like whores and dressing their daughters like whores. You see what I'm saying? These 30-year-old grandmothers got 13-year-old sons, and they telling their 13-year-old son, you the man of the house. Bullshit. There's no way in the hell a 13-year-old boy can be the man of a house. The 13-year-old boy, if he's out there selling drugs for you, ma'am, you are part of the problem. So again, I asked the question, do black lives really matter to black people? All this dysfunction shit we got going on in our neighborhood, but yet still, we don't say shit when Lil Boo Boo then shot up the whole goddamn block trying to hit one dude and then killed 6 innocent people, and the Negro that he was shooting at is walking around here alive, know who did it, but won't say nothing because he's keeping it gangster. So you mean to tell me that 2 or 3 people can continue to hold neighborhoods of 200 or 300 hostages? And then we supposed to think that black lives really matter? When black people, think about this, just in America alone, in all the cities combined in America alone, just this year, in 6 months of this year alone, black people have probably killed more black people throughout America than the police have killed throughout America combined in the last 5 years. But we want to blame all this shit on police brutality. Anyway, man, I'm going to end this video right now. Again, I'm going to try to do a video I'm going to start doing a video every night, starting this Tuesday from 7 o'clock p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We really could use y'all support by hitting the thumbs up, like button, making sure that you subscribe, and most importantly, sharing our video. Also, we can use financial help to keep the internet paid. We're trying to get a computer, a laptop that would allow us to do more things, to expand our show, where we'll be able to bring people such as Alfonso Scott onto our show. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to put, to self-monetize our videos, because right now YouTube will not let us monetize any of our videos. So that's why I keep putting my cash tag up there, and I keep asking you all for support. And again, if y'all want to help us get these shows, make sure these shows go off, we need 5 people to maybe donate $10, or 10 people to donate $5. And that way we can pay this internet bill, and we'll be good to go Tuesday. If not, we'll just have to do it off our phone like we're doing right now, and hope that they don't slow our internet connection down. I caught y'all show the other night. Oh, you got to show that Alfonso and I did. What you think about it? But anyway, man, I gotta go and feed these puppies, and get myself ready to try to get up and take care of a little bit, a few business things in the morning. Try to get this business up and rolling. But y'all can rest assured that from this point on, we need y'all to share our videos. Make sure you subscribe. Help us get back to the because right now YouTube is telling us we need another 2,000 hours of viewing time, meaning that we need at least 2,000 more views. That means if we do one video and 2,000 people watch it for an hour, we'll be able to apply for a monetization. But again, YouTube is basically censoring my channel very hard because of the subject matter that I talk about. But I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat anything with you. And when I tell you black lives don't really matter to most black people, trust me, believe it. You see that shit going on for yourself. You see it going on in your neighborhood. Well, Negroes will kill each other, you know what I'm saying, and won't say a damn thing, but then turn around and get mad and want to march all up and down the street when one Negro gets killed by the police. And I'm going to tell y'all some shit, and I know y'all ain't going to like this probably, but most of these Negroes that's getting killed by the police aren't as innocent as you would like them to point out. You see what I'm saying? Most of these cats that, I'm going to put it like this, I say 8 out of 10 of these cats, close to 9 out of 10 of these cats that's getting killed by the police were involved in some kind of criminal activity which allowed the police to be called on them in the first place. Literally. Police only come after a crime has been committed. Like it or not, truth is what it is. Hey, y'all, keep subscribing. Keep hitting the like button, man. Most importantly, share these videos. And again, if you feel compelled to help us financially, hit the cash tag. Until y'all see me again in between now and Tuesday, if I find something interesting to talk about, I'm going to come hard in the paint. But until then, look forward to seeing us Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to go hard in the paint. Leave your comments and tell us what you would like to hear us talk about also, because we need you all's input as to what you all really want to hear and what's important to y'all. And we'll do our research and we'll get back and try to talk to you all about it as best as we can. Until then, hey, y'all have a wonderfully blessed and prosperous evening. Be blessed.